Hello, this is Ablonczy with the Something Basic team for software engineering, and I'll be explaining the UML of our ticketing program. The ticketing program relies centrally on the main system class. This is not extended by anything. This is its own thing, and it is mostly built up of the customer support system, the concession system, and an array list of users and venues. So the customer support system is its own class. It doesn't extend anything or have any children. The concession system is just a system to handle a central array list of concessions that are held by this main system. And then the user class is a class that will allow any user type, so an customer, an employee, or an admin to do their thing. And so a customer is more or less a basic level user, and they can do all of these functions such as rating events, having a watch list and such, but they can't do any of the other special methods that employees and admins can. And the employees and admins can both input events, and employees can actually do all of these other things that admins cannot, but admins can work with adding venues and removing venues, because that's the most high level requirement for this app, more or less. The venue class relies mostly on theaters, which rely mostly on seats. So a seat is just more or less a character and an int to say where you're sitting, and so theaters are made up of arrays of seats, and then so that's like a seat inside of a showroom inside of a building, and the venue is the building. Then you have event, which is basically just its own type that stores a date, a time, and then a show type. And the show type is an abstract type that it basically has reviews, customer ratings, producers, and all of these attributes, but it's got three child types: movie, play, and concert. And so this basically determines it's determined by what you're going to be watching, what you're signing up to watch. And the difference between these three is that a movie has a genre and a list of major actors, a play has a list of major actors, and a concert has a list of performers in it. And so that is more or less what builds up this main system, which basically controls the entire system.
Hello everyone, this is Jyles from the Something Basic team, bringing to you the code section of this video. I apologize for the audio quality, but this is the best my laptop will allow me to do. I hope you can understand me still. Okay, let's get down to business. This is the main system. This is where we store our list of venues and our list of users. The customer support and concession systems are found here. This is a user class. Most of the user's basic information is found here. The most important parts are the lists with stored users' tickets, watch lists, and concessions. Users are able to search for a specific event, whether it be a concert, a movie, or play. They can look at that event's information or book tickets for that event. Additionally, users can rate events, write reviews, request refunds, add events to their watch list, and order concessions. When the user has filled their cart, they can print out the receipt and receive information about the tickets they purchased and the concessions they bought and the total price of everything in their cart. This receipt will be provided as a text file, which can be printed out and shown to the staff of their chosen venue. Guests have all of this functionality, but they will need to create an account to gain access to additional features and content, such as age-restricted movies. Employees and administrators are represented in child classes and have special privileges to allow them to manage events, refunds, etc. The venue represents the physical areas where the shows take place. Each venue has an array list of customer ratings that added up give an average rating for the venue. Users can search for a specific venue by entering the name of that venue. All the available venues are stored in the main system. The show class basically provides detailed production information such as about actors, directors, age rating, all that jazz. All the shows are loaded into the application with JSON files. These are separated into files for concerts, movies, and plays. If a registered user's age is below the age rating of a show, they will not be able to see information about the show on the application. Times and dates are handled by the event class. Events take place at a specific time on a specific date. Users can search for these events and book tickets for them on the app. That's all I have for you. I'll take it to Taylor for our next section. Peace.
Hello, my name is Taylor Norton of the SomethingBasic group, and I'm going to go through the different scenarios. Scenario 1, so a guest user is logging in, and this is home venue is just called venue. We're going to search for a movie called Frozen 2 and book tickets. It's going to be shown at this date at this time. 2 tickets. We do want a receipt. Eclipse is a little bit slow to make the receipt text file show up, but it does show up in the files here. And here's our ticket. That completes scenario 1. Moving on to scenario 2. So an existing user is going to see the Jungle Book. So this user has an account ID of 1, and the venue name is also venue. We're going to search for a movie called The Jungle Book. Book tickets, showing at this date and this time. Just 1 ticket. They're particular about where they want to sit, so and then they rate the movie as a 4 and leave a comment saying fun experience. And looking at the JSON file, here's the Jungle Book, here's the fun experience, and here's the rating of 4. That completes scenario 2. Moving on to scenario 3. So an employee has an account ID of 2. The home venue is Plays R Us. They want to input an event, a play particularly, called Frozen Junior 2. It's occurring at this date, and we want to show it Plays R Us, and it's been added. And there it is.